if it's okay with you, we're gonna start on our bellies. So go ahead and find yourself on your belly. And I'm gonna keep my face, like my tone, in your direction, but you can have your hands stacked one on top of the other, and then your forehead stacked on top of your hands. And I want you to begin by letting go into the ground. Take inventory of where is your body trying to hold itself up from the floor. Where does your body feel like it's still responsible? Do you feel your calves gripping, your feet, your ankles, your palms? Check in with your wrists, your forehead, the back of your neck, your throat, your armpits, your sternum. Check in with your spine. Check in with your pelvis. Does the right side feel equal to the left? Your head is on your hands. Can you feel like there's a little waterfall going down the back of your neck? The top of your skull is relaxing. The space at the bottom of your rib cage is letting go. Beautiful. From there, all I want you to do is gently breathe in through your nose into the floor. And feel that floor acts as a resistance, and it sends breath up into the low back. Then exhale. And for now, we're just going to be passive on the exhale. We're not going to try to do anything consciously on the exhale. So we breathe in, we use the floor, and we breathe out. And we breathe in. Allow this breath to be a little bit bigger, like almost feel like the breath itself is stretching you, like it's searching you. It's like, can I get into these tight little places? Can I get into the tailbone? Can I get into the pelvic bowl? Can I get into the back of the rib cage? And then exhale slowly. And again, breathing in through the nose. And breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. So now you have the concept. The concept is use the floor to work with the muscles that expand the abdominal cavity. It's it should feel very nice. And as this is happening, I want to start bringing your attention elsewhere. So start to think about, is the breath equal on both sides? Play with that concept. Close your eyes, go inside. Do I have equal breath on the right and the left? Does it feel like they're timing out together? And if not, is there a way that I could play with that? Could I begin to consciously initiate with more symmetry? Awesome. Let that go, and then you're going to do this little rocking motion. I want you to feel in the rocking like your thighs are like really meaty. They're like thick and meaty on the ground, and you're just going to slosh like as if the tailbone is being initiated back and forth. So that's where it's initiating from. And you're starting to feel like this rhythmic rocking almost. And you feel like, I want you to feel like it's happening to you. Yeah. So you're rocking, you're sloshing, you're letting things reverberate. You're not restricting movement. Your head is forward and on your hands, so allow there to be reverb up into the middle back and up into the neck and up into the skull. Feel the interconnectedness of everything. 4, 3, 2, 1, let it go. Okay, beautiful. From there, you're going to take your palms to your sides. And all you're going to do is gently press yourself up. And we're doing this intentionally, okay? So I want you to have your hands by your armpits. And I want you to, your gaze is still down. And you're just going to gently press into the floor like, let's say this. Press about 20%. Feel as you press like you're just trying to get a little extra. You're trying to pull the skin of your abdomen away from the floor without overly working anything else. So you're using your hands are by your side, your elbows kind of wrapped towards your midline. Your gaze is still down, your chin is perpendicular to the floor. You breathe in to the floor like we've been doing, and then exhale and kind of gently push into the floor 10 to 20%, and feel that the abdomen, that skin of the abdomen is kind of lifting away from the floor, and you're starting to feel this more active exhalation. I know you feel it. So you breathe in, you breathe out, you push into the floor ever so slightly, and it kind of elongates your spine. You elongate your tailbone away from the top of your head, and you feel that abdominal lift. 2 more, breathing in, breathing out. 10%, pushing into the heel of the hands and just getting enough to activate that spine and the abdominal cavity. Beautiful. I felt that. I felt that with you. All right, now come on up to your hands and knees, and we're gonna integrate that. So your hands are gonna be right underneath your armpits. Your knees are right underneath your pelvis, okay? And when I say pelvis, I mean like a narrow, think more narrow than out here for this exercise. There's no real right or wrong. We want to be able to do all of it. You're just going to feel the back of your head lift into an imaginary hand, like there's a hand behind your head, and you lift it. Your chin is perpendicular to the floor, okay? Your gaze is down for now. Your toes are gonna be tucked under, and you are gonna feel a very long and neutral spine. So the tailbone pulling away from the top of the skull, the back of the ears lifting to the ceiling, the back of the heart lifting up, and you elongate here, breathing in through the nose. And as you breathe into the nose, your ribs are moving, your abdominals are going down towards the floor. There's breath into the tailbone. This is just like you did on the floor. Then as you exhale, find that subtle lifting of the abdominal wall to contain your organs. That's really what's happening here. Very gentle. I don't want you to work too hard anywhere else. I really want you to focus there. Breathing in, the diaphragm opens up. Breathing out, if you are somebody who wears a bra, don't be weird about this. It doesn't matter who you are. If you were to wear a bra, where would it be? It would be like around that middle upper back, or like halfway upper. Can you feel that lifting to the ceiling a little bit? Just a tad. No, not a lot of force here. Bring your tongue to the roof of your mouth. And keep reaching. Now breathe in. And breathe out. And feel the abdominal wall drawing away from the earth. Like there's hot lava underneath you, and you can't move your limbs, but you're trying to get the skin of your abdomen away from the floor. And we're not necessarily rounding the spine, y'all. It's really just getting that connection to the diaphragm, transverse abdominis, pelvic floor, psoas, words, whatever. Breathe in one more time. Breathe out. Beautiful. Now we're gonna go for a little rock reset. If you'd like to be on your elbows, that's okay too. For this, for Nova Body, sometimes we're really particular and sometimes we're really not. Again, the idea is to have some stuff that's very predictable and some stuff that isn't. So for the parts that are like alignment and accuracy, what I want you to go for is that elbow kind of in line with the armpit, the back of the skull lifting up. It's not lifting the chin, it's keeping the chin perpendicular to the floor for now. And there's this feeling like our spine is lifting towards the ceiling, but without rounding for right now. It's neutral. And you're gonna start to feel, because of all the things we've done and just the nature of the rocking, you're gonna start to feel, again, we've talked about this a little bit, that awareness in the abdominal wall. And maybe it's a way that you're not particularly used to. That's okay. Like it's not this forceful, like, it's actually more accurate to the way the intrinsic abdominal wall works. Okay, gorgeous. Keep rocking a little bit. The range of motion should feel good. So we're not looking for the feeling of like, where is it gonna hurt? When is it gonna be hard? you're actually doing very intelligent things right now, like bodily intelligent. So trust the patterning, because that's how your brain works. It patterns movement. Yeah? We're patterning. Okay, gorgeous. Now, as you're patterning this movement, let's add a little bit of something. As you're going back and forth, can you start to relax the front of your armpits and feel your arm bones plugging into their sockets a little bit, and feel the shoulder blades are gliding along the rib cage, almost like on the inside of the shoulder blades you have paint, and you're painting the rib cage. So your shoulder blades, they are on top of the rib cage, right? And there's all these complex connections, but can you just use the image very simple and feel like you're just letting the shoulder blades glide, and the rib cage is gliding too, but they're not stuck together. Just that subtle image, you'll feel some things happening. Okay, gorgeous. Now pause right in the center, and we're going to do a protraction and a retraction, but I want you to do it every movement session. I want you to pretend like you've never moved in your life. Really receive all that your body has for you in this moment. All I want you to do is breathe in. Same pattern. Breathe out. Find that abdominal skin, that wrapping, that feeling of support and connection around the organs and around the spine. Then lift the base of the skull more. Good. Now take your shoulder blades. Feel the center of your spine right in between your shoulder blades. And now push your shoulder blades towards the floor, kind of like they're moving away from each other, and they're opening up space in that middle upper back. No one has to see this on the outside. This is between you and you. Go to that point. Push your pinky knuckles into the floor. Now breathe into the upper middle back. You'll feel a little bit of a stretch in that skin. Keep it very gentle and very small, like 10 to 30% of effort. Now exhale and allow the shoulder blades to come towards each other, but as they come towards each other, try not to collapse. The sternum in front, that bony area in between your ribs, can you feel that kind of like go towards the floor and go a little bit forward? The shoulder blades glide along the back of the ribs, the other direction. And then pause there. Pull your elbows towards your knees and lengthen the heart forward. Gaze is down still. Because we're isolating an area. We're not moving the cervical spine, we're moving that thoracic. Gorgeous. Stay right there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Find that abdominal wall and lift and push those elbows down and get those shoulder blades to move around the ribs again. And reverse. So each time you do it, you're getting a richer and richer experience. You're feeling the 3D nature of your rib cage. You're sliding those shoulder blades around the ribs. You're lubricating these joints, these bones. You're lubricating the connections. 30% is very productive. You're patterning this movement. Okay, now I want you to go to the position that feels like it's like a little bit sticky for you. So that could be shoulder blades away from each other, or it could be shoulder blades towards each other. Don't predict where the stickiness is. It could be in the front or the back. All right, boom. So stay there. Now breathe in and breathe out and feel that abdominal wall. And we're gonna add some speed to the breathing now. Keep the integrity of the breathing and allow the area that's really tight or like working through something, allow it to just open up as you breathe. Ready? Here we go. Breathe in. Keep going. Allow the breathing itself to be what it is, and allow the area of tension to open for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it on 1. Let it really set itself. Gorgeous. Let it go. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Put the hands forward. Rock a little bit forward and back. You might be getting sore in your shoulders. I love that for you. Love that for us. Notice how this work is very, very gentle, but very, very powerful, because these are very, very informed exercises. This is not, oh my God, my wrist is better. My wrist has been doing a thing lately. Wow, shoulder girdle. We did shoulder girdle stuff. That's cool. Okay, so we're rocking. Rocking really resets the nervous system. When we're creating change in the body and we're doing these intense exercises, again, they're more intense than they seem. You may be starting to feel it. When we're doing that, it's actually like we're asking the brain to learn something different, to change something, and so it needs to take breaks. It needs to reset. You'll build up capacity, but cool. Now pause in neutral, y'all, and I want you to, we're gonna segment the spine now. Ready? Keep your rib cage still. Keep your gaze straight forward for now. And I want you to send your sitting bones, the bones you sit on, send those to the ceiling, and just move the tailbone. Just think about moving the tailbone, and then go into it's an anterior and a posterior tilt, okay? Those are the words. What that means is you're just rocking your pelvis back and forth to the ceiling and to the floor, and I want you to imagine you're shooting a laser beam out of your wee-wah, whatever that is. This is a professional space, okay? We use professional anatomy terms. You're shooting a laser beam, and you're just drawing a line on the wall behind you, and you're moving through the range of motion that feels calm, like you're teaching your body patterns of movement. And just so we continue to understand what the brain actually responds to. It responds to feeling like something is safe. So you're wanting to stay in a range of motion that it feels like, okay, I have an understanding of this. This is repeatable for me. I could do this again. That's what you're teaching yourself. So keep that range of motion small